Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstools.com, and today we are going to do the quick hands-on review of iPad Air. iPad Air has been launched in India and it is now available from today. So Apple has started selling the iPad Air. You can actually buy it now. The minimum version or the Wi-Fi version which is available. So the Wi-Fi version of iPad Air 16GB will cost you around 35,900 rupees, whereas the 32GB version Wi-Fi only will cost you around 42,900 rupees. And again, the pricing of the iPad Air is definitely high, and this is something which we have seen earlier as well on other Apple products. So right now, if we take a look, apart from the iPad Air, iPad mini also has been announced and it is available. So the iPad mini which is going to come now, it is going to come with the retina display, and the 16GB version of iPad mini will cost you around 28,900 rupees, whereas the Wi-Fi plus 3G version 16GB will cost you around 37,900 rupees. So now if we take a look over the iPad which we have with us, one thing which I notice is that this new iPad is definitely different in terms of the design as compared to the previous one. As you can see on the top, we have the band for the 3G. Here on this side we have the volume rocker buttons. Over here we have the slot for the SIM card, which will accept a normal, not normal size, but a nano SIM basically. And if we take a look on the top, we have the 3.5mm audio jack on the device. Here we have microphone on the top. You do have a power and sleep key on the top. Over here you have the volume buttons, which are again divided into two buttons. You do have a mute switch as well. Over here we have the multitasking menu, which will look like this, as you can see on this device. And once we take a closer look on the front side, we can see the button, the home button. And again, this one, it does not have the touch sensor, as we already know. Here we have the front camera on this device. So the front camera on this device is a 1.2 megapixel camera, and here we have the 9.7-inch display. If we talk about the specification of the iPad Air, I would like to tell you some things about it. Firstly, if we talk about the processor, it has got a dual core 1.3 GHz ARM V8 processor. It has Apple A7 chip. The version of iOS which will come pre-installed on the device is 7.0.4. When it comes to other features, you have a 5 megapixel camera at the back. So let me just start comparing this device with the older iPad, and we have the iPad 2 with us as of now. As you can see, if you actually take a closer look, you will notice the difference in the thickness first of all. So there is a difference in the thickness. The volume buttons on this iPad, on the new iPad, are again metal, whereas on the older iPad we have seen the plastic kind of buttons. Again, the power and sleep key is also metallic, and the camera is also enhanced. Here we have the 3.5mm audio jack, and one thing which I have noticed is that the slot for the SIM card has also been moved from the top, which was there on the older iPad, to the side on the bottom. And at the bottom you will see the slot for the 8-pin connector and the loudspeaker and earphone. So you have and as you can see from this angle, you can easily notice the difference in the thickness of these two devices. Now once we take a closer look, you can easily notice the difference in the thickness, as well as the weight is also different. So the older iPad, which used to weigh around 600 gram, now it weighs around 400 gram approximately. So there is definitely a 20% lighter in terms of the weight, which is the new iPad, as you can see over here. And again, the design is also different. Some other look and feel changes which we have seen is that previously the iPad was written on the iPad, and then you have the model number as well written. The Apple icon, which used to be at the back side, it was used to be black, and now it is kind of shiny, as you can see. Taking a closer look on the top, you can easily notice the size of the camera. So the camera has been enhanced, which was used to be a 2 megapixel camera on iPad 2. Now it is a 5 megapixel camera at the back. And this is how the camera UI look like, as you can see on the new iPad, which is again similar to the UI which we have seen on iPhone 5 or iPhone 5s as well. Whatever device you are running iOS, this is the new camera UI. And again, It is quite easy to click pictures with this camera UI. Another thing to note is that if you take a closer look on the front side, we can easily notice the bezel thickness is less on the new iPad, which is the new iPad Air, whereas it is quite thick on the iPad 2 or the older generation iPad which we have seen from Apple. And here you can easily notice that the thickness is definitely different, slightly different. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review and comparison of the new iPad Air with iPad 2.